Thank you so much for coming back. Good morning, everyone. With total body submersion with Drown Proof, we're going to help proof your lives to not drown in and out the water. Thank you so much, Ameka, for coming back. And we're going to talk about hair products and swim. There's no excuse, people, to not know how to swim. You got hair products that can help moisturize your hair. I actually utilize the clay wash during the summertime because I'm trying to make sure that this hair is growing. And I cut it because I just don't like dealing with it.
Yeah.
But it makes it convenient. So in my field, but now that I'm coming out the water more because I have more instructors that are coming in to teach, now I can grow these locks back. But let's talk to someone that has the length, that has the retention, that has the curly hair, especially for our people. I want her to just really give her perspective because this is not my scope. My scope is swim. So her scope is hair. So I would love for you to just take the floor and just first tell me what made you get into this hair journey. Like, what made you help women of color with texturized hair with your hair products?
Whew, that's a loaded question. I always
Break
like
it
to
down
say,
by your break it down.
yeah. I always say that this like Strands of Faith, starting Strands of Faith, was a passion meeting purpose project. So I got the idea in 2017 and we officially launched in 2018. But prior to that, I used to just really encourage women to embrace their hair, to, love what God gave them. Like, I'm very big on the different styles like wigs, weaves, and braids, but more so as a creative outlet, not as a way to hide your hair because you're like embarrassed of it. So I would go on Instagram, do different styles and showcase. And at that time, natural hair was, it was, I don't want to say it's like it was just coming off because I first big chop in 2006. And so I just used to document my journey, get messages from other women that wanted to come along the journey, after, just seeing me in the whole process and all that. So that was before Strands of Faith wasn't even a thought at that time. But then fast forward, my career in clinical research, actually prior to that, I did a 1-year research in a cancer laboratory where, I had the opportunity to like build out this nanoparticle delivery system, which goal was to target and kill cancer cells and bypass the healthy cells. And so during that process, I was manufacturing this, not knowing that in the future I would, be formulating and manufacturing my own products. And so I was like, God, he is so intentional how he goes before us,
Yes.
And so with Strands of Faith, even throughout my journey, I had a hard time keeping my hair moisturized for more than a day. Like, a lot of the products had fillers and gunks and chemicals that wasn't really helpful to our hair. So like, you'll put the products in your hair, it'll make your hair feel moisturized to the touch. And then a few hours later, your hair is like dry again, like parched. And that's because of the fillers and all those things, that were used. And so I wanted to create clean products, products that had ingredients that aren't linked to, hormone imbalance or cancer causing and things like that. But then also provided that moisture to help with the moisture retention and the length retention. So I got in the kitchen, started whipping up my formulas, trying them on my own hair, sending them out to like different individuals to test the products, get their feedback, iterate. And then it just all came together full circle. And then I launched in February 2018. And so here we are in year 6.
That's awesome. When you started talking about you whipping it up in the kitchen, I thought about that movie with Queen Latifah. And they're like, girl, you got that hair crack. You made that stuff.
Yeah.
You made that stuff in your kitchen. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You gotta have a movie now with Queen Latifah. And maybe like she spins it off and hands you off the hair salon or something, but that's pretty
Come on,
cool.
Queen. Come on.
That's what's up. So like when it comes to, because I don't know if you know, there's a young Black lady, and I had it on tip of my tongue, Simone Manuel. She won a gold medal in swim a few years back, and she talks about her hair journey, and she was like, and she has long hair. She was able to
Mhm.
keep her hair length and
Mhm.
retention throughout those years when she because she was like, hey, I wash it just about every other day. I moisturize it. She was getting like, it was like a basic,
Yeah.
uh to me it was basic. Like I
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, I don't know what I was doing, but she was also indoors. I think the sunlight kind of damaged my hair. And I remember
Mhm.
this one time I went to Two Blue College. They had the whole bucket of chlorine and they dumped it. And because it was green. And I was like, when can I get back in? And they were like, tomorrow. I was like, are you sure? And then they were like, yeah. So I was like, okay. Mind you, my hair was down here. And
Mhm.
and that's when I first started my business. Everybody remember my hair being long. And my hair went from big like yours in my own way because I'm mixed, so I got black and white
Yeah.
hair. It was all
Yeah.
big, and then it went, and I'm just
It just
like,
shrunk up. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, see, you get it. Some people
Yeah.
didn't understand that, and they were like, your hair is still pretty. No, it's not. Like, if you know me, this is not cute. And I would just keep my hair in a little bun and just keep rolling because I was just like, this is it's not, it ain't doing what I wanted to do. So
Right.
cut
Right.
it
Right.
off. And cut it off a few years ago. And then I cut it off just recently because I was getting addicted to the taper look and
Oh
trying to keep my
yeah.
profile.
And keep it.
So I was
Yeah.
like, no, I got to get it even now. So now I cut it to where so it all grows out like,
Not the same length. Yeah.
yeah,
Now. Yeah.
not and because I was trying to do a bun and then the sides was stinging out, and I was like, we're just gonna start over again. But Simone Manuel, she talks about her hair journey and swim, and when she was doing a swim team all those years. And I just want you to talk about what can someone that's in and out the sunlight
Mhm.
and going in and out the water where it's a chemical, chlorine is a chemical. I know some people are like trying to switch to saltwater pools because that's more natural. It's not damaging
Mhm.
your skin and your hair. What would you suggest and like someone like me that's always in the water during the summertime and yeah.
Yeah. So, a really good tip that I use when it comes to swimming that has worked phenomenal for me is before you put your swim cap on, like thoroughly hydrating and wetting your hair with water first. And then after that, going in with like a moisturizer to put on top of that. That really allows your strands to expand because it's only so much, expansion that your strands can do. So if you're filling it with water and the good stuff like moisturizing conditioner before, now when you go into the pool, especially if you have like a swim cap on or whatever, but now when you're going into the pool, when the chlorine water comes in contact with your hair, it's not able to penetrate the strands as much because it's already properly, cared for with the water and the moisture. So that one tip has really helped and transformed like my confidence, when it comes to swimming.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't worry about it as much now when I follow those steps. It's only when you don't follow those steps, like if you get in with dry hair like this, it gives the chlorine water all the space to, soak up in your hair and expand it. And so then that's when it leads to like the dryness and the breakage and all those things. So that tip alone is pretty much a guaranteed way to keep your strands healthy and full of life without the chlorine stripping it. And then also to the point where you mentioned about the salt water actually can be very damaging to hair. Yeah, because of the balance of it, like with the salt is drying. Like I'm
Right.
trying to see how can I put it? Like you know how you like salt it like
It cleans.
parches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Think
it
about the
parches.
Bible. Yeah.
So it can really dry out your strands too. So that method helps with, if you're going chlorine, if you're going salt water, you're at the beach, whatever. That's the number one tip that I would give.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. You said okay. So this is the step I was missing. I was because I back in the day I would get this ion swimmer shampoo, and
Uh-huh.
then I would put it on there before, and then it just seemed like it was drying my hair out.
Oh,
And then
shampoo?
It was Ion. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Shampoo.
Absolutely. It was,
Oh my.
the directions was put this on before, put this on after, and I'm like, dang, I'm shampooing my hair every day,
Yeah.
and and I was like, and I was probably contributing too, along with that big bucket of chlorine.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then the
And then
sunlight.
again, Ion is not really, you got to think about the target audience and who it's catered for. It's not really catered to our hair types, texture and
And I
stuff
was
like
thinking that
so.
too. I was like, I'm
Hmm.
half white. Maybe this might work.
Yeah,
I was like,
no, it just all depends. You have textured hair in my eyes. And so when
yeah,
it comes to that, you will follow like textured hair practices. Now, if your hair was
right,
like bone straight, that's in my
different.
mind, that's their target audience. So yeah.
They
But
need to put
then
that
it was
picture on
shampoo.
there. I said, I'm sorry. I'm being silly, but I mean, maybe it would have helped out. I don't know. But again,
Yeah.
I was 24 at the time,
Yeah, you didn't.
and
Yeah, you don't
don't
know. Mhm.
don't have your background. So
What?
I'm
How
just
many years ago was that?
6 years ago. So
About 6 years. Okay, okay. Because I was about to say, as the years pass by, more education is out there. You have
yeah,
more companies that pop up, like mine. That's kind of like for us, by us, and we know the landscape. And so before then, even back in the day, we had to do what we had to do. That's why a lot of people is using like petroleum jelly and all type of things on our hair that like wasn't necessarily good. So you just didn't know. That's all it was. That's it.
the other question too was okay, you mentioned the water. So I've seen girls when I was doing swim team, they would get the swim cap, fill it up with the pool water, and then put it on their head. I'm dead serious. But again, these weren't us. This was,
Oh,
my half a race and then the other people too. So
yeah,
no offense to people that are watching this. I'm just
yeah.
saying, for us that are trying to grow and retain our hair, you're talking about like, is there like a specific type of water? Some people even say tap water is not good for you. It's really like, which I was like, well, I don't know. It depends on where you at, but I
It
would
depends on, yeah.
but
If you're
what
gonna take a swim cap of water like that, uh, definitely not pool water because that defeats the purpose. That's like going all the way in. So I would say, like, whatever you wash your hair with, like most people wash their hair in the shower. Granted, you don't have like hard water shower. Then you can fill it up with that and then rinse it. Now, if you're doing tap water from like a community system, I don't know if they may have hard water or not. So I just think it's best to prepare your hair before you walk out the door. If you know you're
like
going
maybe
straight to
grabbing
the
a bottle of
pool.
water with you and then
Yeah, or even a bottle of water. Yep.
okay. Yeah,
Better
that's
than pool water.
that part. That part. All right, so what's some products that you would want to showcase to people to really help them with their hair journey? Like what
Yeah.
what do you offer? Like what can you name some of those products?
Yeah, so for me and my company, we focus on moisture first, like moisture retention and length retention products. So, for example, like if you're going swimming and you were to saturate your hair first, you can either actually go in with our Holy Grail leave-in conditioner or the moisturizing cream, which are both
Yeah.
lightweight moisturizers that pack the punch and do what it needs to do. But they include ingredients like kui kui, and babasu oil, which is really good with vitamins, antioxidants, to nourish the hair and the scalp. And then babasu is really good with absorbing into the strands, so that when we talked about the water kind of like, I mean, the strands expanding. So that's really good to use prior to for that protection. But outside of our products, I would say that if you're in a crunch and you need to go to the hair store, just get a product that's more likely going to be like a leave-in conditioner or moisturizer that you can put in your hair after you add the water to it, and that will help tremendously.
Okay. Now, question: how much is your starter pack for like someone that's like, hey, I want
Hmm.
some of those products for someone that's on
Yeah.
their journey?
We actually have sample sizes, so you can like before you try like invest in full sizes, you can try the sample slash travel sizes to see, how the product works for your hair.
Yeah.
So we have those in 2.5 ounce sizes, but then we also have the sample kit that come with like 4 or 5 products, and it varies across the board because we have like the little faith gift set, the big faith gift set, the washing style gift set. So they range and vary. But the individual 2.5 ounce starts at well, they're $10, and then the pack just it has like a bulk discount when you buy them together. But that's a really good way to try the products in advance, before investing in the larger sizes.
Okay. I would love to purchase that, and like when we air this, people, whoever shares and comments done afterwards, we're gonna do a drawing, and I'm gonna be the one to gift that to you in support of Ameka for coming on here.
Oh,
So,
that's sweet.
yeah, and depending on the number of shares, we'll look into possibly getting multiple gift sets. So
Yeah.
make sure
And
you watch
we'll
the way.
partner and add a few in there too for some
All right,
gifts.
cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So I just want you to just give the people one last tip when it comes to hair and swim. Like what's the big takeaway when you're trying to get ready for the summer and trying to protect your hair?
The big takeaway is to just do it, plan for it. There's After the information today, there's no reason to feel unequipped to, do what you have to do with booking the swim instructor or the private lessons or going to the
Yeah,
pool. You're just follow the steps, make sure your hair is thoroughly protected, and enjoy your life. Like, we got one life to live, we might as well be out here just living it up, and swimming is one of the ways we can do that. It
yeah,
brings joy, because you're in a different environment, but when you're in water, you just feel so peaceful and relaxed.
yeah,
Um, so I would say, just do it, make it a priority. Like, if it's been on your mind, take this as a confirmation that you should just do it. You just go ahead and
exactly.
do it. Get it done.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, two
Yeah.
things. Share your event that's coming up in March. I want people to support you on that. And then also share, I don't know if you're one of the speakers again, but you're in the hair expo, correct? With
Yeah.
Jessica. Yeah, I would love for you to
Yeah.
just share those two events real quick so that way they can know
Oh
where
yeah,
and
sure.
your website where they can find you.
Okay, yeah, sure. So X, first, the Woman to Woman with Joanne. I'm being honored there as a woman impacting our communities. That's actually going to be at the Civil Rights Museum in Jackson on March 30th at 5 p.m. It's a black tie event. Everybody is welcome. So if you're in a mood to just, let your hair down, let your fro out, put on like a nice dress or
Mm,
a tux, then you are definitely welcome to come out there. And then for Jessica's event, the Jackson Natural Hair Expo, that's March 2nd. I will be a speaker at that event too, just talking hair, inspiration, and all the things. And then also the Mississippi Natural Hair Expo is coming up over the summer as well. And so I will be a speaker at that event too. So for the hair side, if you want to get out, Jackson Natural Hair Expo, come to that, and the Mississippi Natural Hair Expo. So we can't say that Mississippi don't offer nice events for us that's catered to us, because we have like dope women who are, putting on these events. Like, so Jessica Singleton, of course, as you know, is over Jackson Natural Hair Expo. And then Jennifer McDonald is over the Mississippi Natural Hair Expo. So they're very great events to, look to attend.
awesome. Yeah, so you cannot
Oh,
say that you don't have the education. Go ahead.
yeah. Oh, no, I was about to say, oh, you said the site. And you can find us actually at strandsoffaith.com. So www.strandsoffaith.com. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. And then for myself, Ameka Coleman on all platforms.
And y'all, she's very inspiring, very encouraging, especially when you're on your own entrepreneur journey. She's inspired me to keep going. So honestly, I would definitely subscribe, like, and follow her on all platforms. Thank you again,
Thank
Ameka, for just coming on here. I really am appreciative of you just taking time to just allow your presence to be in my presence for my business. So
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am. Well, we'll see you again soon in our cohort Elevate Mississippi under Village United. And we just want to say thank you again. All right, we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.